Hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. I've wanted to do this video for a very long time, but I haven't been able to find the perfect spot to do it. And of course that is a roundabout. Right behind me is the perfect roundabout. I crawled in there the other day to see if it'd be possible, and there's just enough room. It's not going to be big enough for a tent or a hammock or even a cot, but on the ground I should be just fine. Rush hour is happening right now, so there's a lot of traffic coming through. I can't crawl in there quite yet. Gonna wait for it to calm down a little bit. But in the meantime, I gotta grab dinner and just a real easy meal for tonight. We'll make like a chicken wrap or something, whatever I can find from the grocery store. Because after the fiasco with the fire last time, I don't want to light one in a place like that.
What the fuck?
That would be nothing but trouble. Now, before I grab food, I'm going to run into Princess Auto and grab a high-vis vest and a big garbage bag so I can look less suspicious. I don't know if that's going to work, but I really hope it does. And for my Canadian friends, you're going to know probably what a Princess Auto is. For those that don't, it's like a hardware store that focuses on some more like bigger industrial stuff, driveline, hydraulics, that type of stuff. But they definitely got a high-vis vest in there. All right, gloves and a high-vis vest. Food is a requirement, of course. And one thing I like to do for little hiking trips or when we were gold mining is that we would grab those little pre-made salads. And it could be like Caesar, Southwestern Ranch, Santa Fe style, whatever. Asian
I don't know where you got to be at in life.
Dump that in there. And
if I was driving on that roundabout and I saw some guy walk into it
with some soup,
I obviously have my own shit going on. I'm going somewhere or I'm going home.
Not going to use the butane.
I don't know.
And all that tinder dry wood in there. But
what would dawn upon me to call the police?
So I'll see what they got in here.
Or to really actually give a flying fuck
and,
if a random guy walks into the roundabout.
Set up for the night. Perfect. Throw the gear into this garbage bag here and head over there to see what's going on.
Now I 100% like.
I've managed to actually fit all of the gear for stealth camping into this little backpack, which is good.
If only homeless people had fucking the ability to see this shit.
And then I got some food right back here.
They probably do. Do homeless people have phones?
I'll go in there too. And
I feel like they do. Am I crazy?
Yeah. So there I go. I'll walk over with this.
Okay, making sure I'm not, you know, too out of touch.
If I can get across, the traffic seems to have slowed down, so that's good. And here we go.
Any homeless in the chat? Thanks.
All right. Just going to
come on, man, you're doing work.
Stop here and wait for traffic to go past. And just act like I'm in here doing something with these bushes.
Just go, dude. Just go. Just go! Oh my god!
Okay. And let's go. Wandered across, no problem. Yeah, let's crawl into this thing.
I mean, you know what's more suspicious? He's holding up this fucking camera. YouTubing. What? That's
okay. People going right
okay,
past.
this is all performative. The guy knows he's fine.
Yeah. Here we are.
Holy fuck, that's crazy.
It's gonna be what's where we're gonna camp tonight, so I'll have to crawl under there a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this'll work. Good. I'm gonna take this high vis off.
Why?
And then we'll get set up here.
Oh, I guess to hide, sure.
Yeah. Oh, this is just fine. It's soft enough. The ground here is soft enough that I'm just using a ground sheet. A little tent footprint. Lay that down. Even in the best of places, people aren't really familiar with roundabouts or how to use them. So I'm glad they've placed boulders around the outside so a car is not going to squish me at night. Another really nice benefit of being in a roundabout is that people are so focused on trying not to crash into each other that they're not going to look in here for little old me.
I mean,
I got the same
a lot of people aren't going to try and crash into this
degrees
bush, Steve.
Celsius sleeping bag. Woods brand.
It's like not good if that happens, whether you're there or not.
Well, that does it for setting up the shelter. Somebody recommended to me Phillips Brewing, local here. This is an implosion Pilsner, and we all know I like my Pilsners, so we'll just stealth crack this beer.
Stealth crack it? I'm gonna do a little bit of stealth sleeping.
Could have been louder, could have been quieter.
A little bit of stealth filming.
But I don't think anybody heard.
With some stealth talking.
Yes.
Stealth looking.
One thing I really don't like is this turquoisey blue color, because there's not a whole lot of foliage here on the lower brushes. So I'm going to turn this sleeping bag inside out.
Make it into a stealth sleeping bag. Smart.
Much better. Much more stealthy. I've only seen one piece of garbage in here. It's an old bag from a liquor store, so while I see that, I'll just put some of that in there. There. Gotta keep these places looking nice and clean. There's one little spot I can actually stand up in the middle here, so that's pretty good. Nice thing is, if you really wanted to get in here, you gotta crawl on your hands and knees from any of the access points around the outside of this. I really hope there's no sprinkler system in here.
Oh,
I didn't see one, but
I didn't think about
it wouldn't
that.
surprise me if they put one in. The police drove past, and they slowed down a little bit, but they just kept going. I'm sure that's the first of many times they're gonna drive by tonight. So I'll keep the lights low and just stay hunkered down. Traffic has
I wonder
not
how much
died
like
down
cop
yet,
and homeless
and I hope it
PvP
does
there
soon,
is.
because I really want to put that high-vis vest on again and crawl
I
out
don't
through
know.
one of these holes to see if I can
A lot?
see the
Well, I'm
little
sure there's a
sleeping
lot,
bag
but
setup.
like,
if I really
you know,
look hard.
if I'm a
I
cop
don't think so,
and I see a
'cause
bush,
in,
I'm like,
the part where there's
is there
just
probably a
shadows
homeless in there?
here.
Like, I'm not gonna
And
look at
aside
every
from
bush.
a few headlights
You know?
hitting me in the face, there shouldn't be too much
Maybe I
to
am.
see.
Maybe there's that much PvP.
There's other spots behind me, and those spots are more in the light, but I'm in the perfect spot for this.
Not a homeless.
I'm
stealth
not
camp.
going to do
Stealth
that
camp,
alcohol
of
stove
course.
in here because these branches are really dry. See, I could just crack one off. Dry. I did hear some sirens in the distance, and what looked to be an unmarked police cruiser did a little turnaround and drove back that way where the sirens were coming from.
Oh,
I'm sure
shit.
it's not for me because there was a gentleman walking down the tracks earlier there, and he was screaming very loudly some words I've never even heard before, and I think they may be going to check on him to be sure he's all right. Things are still really lively here. I can't believe it. It's getting a little bit late and I haven't even made my wrap yet, but they gotta go to bed eventually, right? All right, stealth test. The dumbest thing I could do, because I've gotten away with this. I came in right before dark, nobody's seen me, I haven't used any lights, and actually I can film with just the traffic lights on me, so that's perfect. But I'm gonna hang up this. That's just a cab. I'm gonna hang up this orange plastic bag a little bit there, and
Why?
I'm not gonna put a light on because I don't want to tempt fate. But I will walk around this thing and see just how obvious that possibly could be. I don't think very obvious. I think this is walk in the park. And one of the good rules of stealth is you can't beat a stealth spot. You know, I could go crazy putting up that camo netting in here but that's just not necessary. A good spot that really hasn't been used or discovered, there's no sidewalk around the outside. You'd have to really brave the traffic during the day to get back and forth out here. Let's hang this up and go see what we can see.
Okay. I fucking love how stupid this is. I am all for it. No one sees this.
I'm just waiting for a big burst of traffic to
They're
come
not
by
even
here
looking for you.
because there's a
They're not
traffic
playing
light
hide
up
and
the
seek.
road. And as soon as it goes green, everybody comes through, and then it should be red for a minute or so, and that'll give me enough time to walk around.
I gotta read the comments. Comments have to be like just over the top. Weird
to be all
to
there is
stumble
for
across a
traffic, but there's
5.3 million
some
video of a guy
people
sleeping in a
doing some
roundabout I've
construction
driven
work
through on
down there,
almost
which
every
is
weekly basis. Okay.
Not ideal, however. There's a
I love how
way
he
out
acts like
here
he's
that I don't
stealing
have to
diamonds
crawl.
when he's really just
There's
sleeping
one
in
way
dirt.
in and out without going on your hands and knees, and this is it.
Milk Gear mission. First rule of stealth camping. All right, here we go.
So that's the work that's going on over there. All right.
Oh my
we're
God, he
walking
broke
around
stealth.
this way, away from the construction workers.
Dude.
Just about a perfect roundabout if I've ever seen one.
That's an incredible stealth roundabout. No one sees shit, bro. Fucking turn on a fucking campfire. It does not matter.
Okay, so there's a car coming, so I certainly cannot just crawl in there. And actually, I think that's a peace officer, which is even better. Oh no, that's a safety patrol, and they've just stopped. Okay, this is bad, and
Oh no.
I don't know what to do. So he's gonna come around and probably talk to me. I'm gonna say there's a bird here. I was trying to get on film. Yes, there he is. Excellent. Oh, Community Safety Patrol. And there he goes. Okay, the heart's beating like a hummingbird here. So that's pretty cool. And he's turning around, probably gonna come and talk to me.
Fuck.
So I'm just gonna have to play it cool. This might be me getting busted for doing a stupid
Reminds
stealth
me
test
when
that
you
I
played with
just don't know.
styrofoam in the sewers behind the blind school.
It goes that way.
Oh my God, I remember that. Let's be cool, bro.
Community Safety Patrol. So, yay! You know, Community Safety Patrol is not going to arrest me, but they will call the police about things. So, not quite sure what to do exactly, but he's on to me for sure.
The
That's a
timing
given.
is so impeccable.
Should I crawl
horrible.
back in there? I just don't know. I really don't know. Very
Just
bad
keep walking.
timing,
Just
very
keep
bad
walking in
timing.
circles.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Back to safety.
He's parked over there, and we're just gonna stay in here as quiet as possible.
Where'd that guy go? I saw him by the roundabout. He just disappeared. I swear to God, I saw him. Phil, you won't believe it.
Somebody else, we're just gonna lay low and try to ignore the fact that Community Safety Patrol saw me and drove around here. Oh boy, here we go. All right, so just gonna lay low, hunker down, keep things dark and quiet. They're parked in that parking lot over there. I came in on the other side, they couldn't see, and wow, bad timing. So I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and wait for this all to blow over. I think I can hear them on the radio or something. Jeez.
They might be
If he
calling it
comes
in.
over to walk around, I'm done for. the security guy left. I'm just laying in wait for the police to show up, but hoping they won't. So let's see what happens. A little more waiting, and then I can probably consider myself in the clear. Yes, I broke a lot of stealth camping rules there to go out and walk around. And I will say, if you're seriously stealth camping, go in right before dark, set up, stay very quiet, don't talk to a camera, don't have any lights on, and definitely don't get out and walk around to show what it looks like on the outside when there's still traffic around.
Rookie mistake.
But the reason I do that is not just out of a cautionary example or an experiment, but also to make a more interesting video than me sitting in a little grove of trees rambling on about stuff. So with that said, I'll say we got lucky, and that's the rules of stealth camp. In right before dark, out ideally before light, but you know, things could have gone a lot worse than they did, and I'm quite pleased. So we're about to start building a little wrap here, because I am just famished and I gotta eat something.
All right.
Definitely a quite different meal today. This one features the salsa enchilada kit, which has both iceberg and romaine, along with a salsa ranch dressing, nacho taco seasoning, cheeses, yellow and blue tortilla strips, vinaigrette salsa ranch, a whole bunch of stuff. And of course it comes with a lot of packaging, which is unfortunate, but for camping you're looking for convenience, and stealth camping especially, I don't want to be sitting here chopping up a huge head of iceberg lettuce. But
Of course.
ooh, it smells salsa-ish. That's pretty good. Turkey. So oven roasted in-store turkey, throw that in there. I'm so hungry I don't care if it's cat food. It's going in there, kind of. So dumped it all in the bag it came in.
I mean, that is a lot of lettuce, man.
I'm gonna shake it like it's a Polaroid picture, then dump it in one of these flour corn tortilla wrap things. That's not stealthy.
You're right.
Wrap.
Rule number one,
Lettuce,
man.
Turkey. The cheese that came with this thing. Still spilling some of it, but... Alright. Hold on. Wrap this thing up. I usually prefer to use a pita, but that's okay. Alright.
That looks good. Fuck yeah.
Kind of healthy.
It's basically a
But
lettuce
easy.
taco.
So, as always, I'm going to thank the people that have donated to the Beer Donation Fund.
What?
As always, thank you. Happy birthday to all the folks that are having their birthdays. Good thing there's not a lot of bears like right in the city here, because yeah, I'm gonna have to wash this sleeping bag before I get out to do serious wilderness camping, because it smells like salsa ranch.
Wilderness camping is a different ballgame
I
than
do
stealth camping.
struggle
He's right.
sometimes trying to come up with stealth meals that are going to fit in a backpack that I can actually prepare in something like a Roundabout quietly without fire exploding all over the place. And in the summer, these nice, easy wrap things are just a great option. So
Oh my
I
God,
gotta get
it's
creative
fucking
with them here.
10
Some
minutes left?
wraps, some rolls, some pizza wrap rolls, and I'll just be making these things like crazy. The traffic has died down, and it's an absolutely beautiful night under the stars. I could have probably fit my bivvy tent in here, but not really necessary. The weather forecasts are always right. Am I right? But I stuck my head in a couple days ago to try and scope the place out, and I kind of tried to crawl in, and I said it'll probably do, but I didn't know how good it would be under these laurels. I know these are a typical really good hedge plant. There's a lot of foliage, and you can pretty well hunker down. Some of these trunks on these things are, you know, 10 inches around, so it's a pretty good place, and it's only going to get better over time. You know, they die off on the inside, but the outside is just a lush canopy of cover. So I couldn't be happier here. And I used to live here back in the day in my motorhome, and some of those spots are closed off now. I don't actually see a lot of people van lifing or boondocking out here. And I hope I'm not to blame for that, but you know, some of the places that I used 10 years ago are completely blocked off now, and I haven't got to explore the places I used to go yet that were
His
further
wife has to be
off the
pissed.
trail.
I mean,
But the
he gets
easy ones
9.6
that we used to
million
park
views.
at, it's all no camping, no overnight
No,
parking,
that
nothing
pays
like
bills,
so
bro.
I guess the place is a lot busier now. Houses and condos
Oh, his
are
wife passed
sprouting up
away?
like
Oh, damn.
mushrooms everywhere.
I didn't know that.
So there's a lot more people here, and you know, when you got that much demand on space and parking lots, people obviously have to make different rules. But is there a bus still running? Wow, they got good transit service here, I'll say that. But anyway, yeah, it's been a successful night. The police never came back, which is always a great thing. The security guard just left. Actually, I did see another one that said security driving around. But I'm just hunkered down here, counting down the hours. I'm gonna crawl in here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the evening. Beautiful out and peaceful, finally. Time to fully hunker down because it's been a great success. Couple step twos, and in the middle of a roundabout in a city I used to kind of live in when I was.
So if I broke this down, outside of all the YouTubing shit he has to do, right? Because it's a YouTube video, all the yapping and whatever, he has gone in, laid down a tarp, flipped his sleeping bag inside out so it's black, and then he ate a wrap. That's all he's done. Did he have a beer? I think he had a beer.
Doing the van life thing,
A stealth wrap,
boondocking, motorhome thing. But no, very, very good evening. That security guard had been driving around a whole bunch and hasn't seen me yet, or either doesn't care or called the police and they're too busy. So
Trying to think, is this illegal in some sense? Like, would you get in trouble if I did a stream where I just went live randomly, okay, in a place just like this, and then at the end of the stream, I walk out of the bush, and then everyone sees that I was at a fucking interstate or something like that? That's illegal. I'd get in trouble, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing this guy do it on YouTube.
I'm just here being quiet.
I don't know
good,
the laws on this shit.
And just got to get through the next several
Let's find
hours
out.
here
That's not
of
a good way to go around
sleeping
with the law.
undisturbed, and
I don't
we had
know
a great
about just
success.
doing
So, of course, also please subscribe if you like this type of thing. That never hurts. The algorithm likes it. But you know, if not, then don't.
Wow.
If this isn't what you want to see, don't be afraid to unsubscribe either.
Bro, that's not how you're supposed to do this.
Anybody along for this if you don't want to be involved.
God damn it!
So,
Now I got a sub.
cheers, everybody. Let the hunkering down begin. See you in the morning.
Damn, look at the cars in the background.
That moment of waking up and saying, why am I in a roundabout? Then I remember, oh yeah, the YouTube thing. So, it was a pretty good night. The sleeping bag is supposedly rated for -7 degrees Celsius, which is about 20 Fahrenheit. I wouldn't take it on that stroll because it was just about good for last night, which was +6 or +7 Celsius, which equates to, that's got to be in the 40s Fahrenheit. So I'm
44.
really feeling
Pretty
quite
cold.
exposed here.
That's miserable, actually. Fuck that.
Not so much cover in the daytime as there was at night. And we're just before 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I would expect any maintenance crews to come in here.
It's not too bad. I mean, it's not outdoor boys, you know,
Time
with a
to get out
fucking
of here.
ice shelter,
Wow.
underground
Do I ever
igloo
love
shit.
having minimal gear to take down
But yeah,
in the morning?
no, fuck that. Regardless.
This is a real treat. Not a moment too soon. Somebody's on a lawnmower out there. And I'm gonna
Oh, I
get
love
out
the smell
here.
of freshly cut grass.
Nick of time, nick of time. But craziest thing when I wake up somewhere like this and I look outside, I think, oh, I'm obvious. And then I kind of just tuck back under my blanket and hide. You know, try to wake up, form my plan, my motivation to get up and going. You know, thinking that if I've covered my head, they're not going to see me. Meanwhile, I've got, you know, garbage bags and stuff that I'm plainly obvious. But, yeah, we just about got her all packed up here.
Okay, dude. No,
Quick final check here. And
what are they gonna do, man?
really clean.
Just walk out.
Nothing left behind. Gonna switch from this camera to the GoPro. So that shouldn't be as obvious as walking out of here with this.
Like, even if someone's like, "Did you sleep in there?" Yes, I did.
There we go. And
Walk away. It's
there
done.
is irrigation here. Thankfully it didn't go off on me. That would have been bad. But awesome. We did a pretty good job here. Didn't get busted, and actually I can sneak right across here. Perfect. Awesome timing, awesome timing. Look at that. So, yeah, the actual maintenance crew is out there, inching closer towards the roundabout. So, perfect timing, and even better to get out of here before they realize I don't work for their company. And I'm amazed at how many people don't really know how roundabouts work, because what was happening last night all through the evening is a vehicle would come in, and instead of continuing straight, they would turn in here, turn around, and then go out the other way. So it's new to me. I've never seen that type of thing before for roundabout usage. So yeah, good. Nobody suspects a thing.
No, they don't.
Just
man.
driving right past.
No one
Awesome.
knows.
The car is even still there with no ticket on it. Can't beat that.
They do not care. Motherfuckers filming while driving.
Oh yeah, they were getting closer and closer to that roundabout. So
One day
I
ban.
picked maybe not the best day to do it because they're doing the maintenance on the boulevards. Ideally, you know, Saturday and Friday night, they're not likely to be out working on the weekends. So that's one of the best days to do it. However, still worked, was pretty good. There's a stadium not far from where I was camped, and they got some kind of a bird repellent system. Unless it's a bunch of really crazy birds, it was like an extremely loud flock of birds. So that's what it sounded like, and it went on for quite some time. And that
Okay.
impacted the sleep quality.
Let's see some more of this. Steve Wallace. All right. That was 3 years ago. How often does this guy upload? I have a girlfriend update. What the fuck? Wait, this guy's got hair now. I
Hey,
guess the
everybody.
first video I saw.
Welcome to an update with Steve. Now, you probably saw the title and or thumbnail. And it's an update that's good for once, instead of Lindsay. She's not super keen on being on camera. She doesn't want to be in my videos. I've been seeing her for over a year now. You came out, you met Crazy Neighbor before he passed. And
Is she
she's
about to
been
cry?
traveling with me for the last year. And that's why I was going to all these
Stealth
specific
girlfriend.
places in Georgia to meet her family and friends. And she's been, we've been traveling between Canada and U.S. for the last year here. So that's
That is weird. I don't need to see that.